What's going on there, second grade all-stars? I want to welcome you back to another great lesson here. And just want to say, as always, guys, on behalf of all the second grade teachers, we are so proud of you boys and girls. All right, so proud. You boys and girls have been showing up. You've been growing your brains. You've been working hard and showing grit. And that makes you guys very, very special, okay? Because not everybody's willing to do that, but you boys and girls are. So we are so proud of you, all right? We love growing those brains, my friends. Growing those brains, love it. So what we're going to do today is we're going to be reading a book about Memorial Day. Now, when you watch this, Memorial Day is already passed. So think about some of the things that maybe you did in this Memorial Day or in the past. And that's called activating our background knowledge. Once we activate our background knowledge, at the end of this book, what I want you to do, I'm going to give you 10 seconds. I want you to be able to name at least 4 facts that you get from the book, okay? So what is Memorial Day? How did it start? What are some of the things that people do on Memorial Day? These are all questions that we can ask ourselves and look to answer when we're done. All right there, my scholars. I'm going to share my screen with you. And we are going to get into Memorial Day. Table of contents. Memorial Day is here. What is Memorial Day? Who celebrates Memorial Day? Memorial Day beginnings. Time to celebrate. Memorial Day traditions. Glossary. To learn more, and then the index. So here we go. Memorial Day is here. Families gather at the cemetery. They lay flowers on military graves. A bugler plays taps while people stand quietly. It is Memorial Day. Bugler playing taps. What is Memorial Day? So by them asking a question in the heading, we know by the end of this page, we're going to be able to answer this question. Answer, what is Memorial Day? Memorial Day honors fallen soldiers of the United States. People remember their sacrifice. For many, it is also marks the start of the summer. So, on Memorial Day, boys and girls, we honor those soldiers that passed away. Who celebrates Memorial Day? People in the United States celebrate Memorial Day. Other countries may also honor U.S. troops who died on their land. Memorial Day celebration in France. So not only do we celebrate Memorial Day in this country, but in other countries. Because long ago, when there was in World Wars, we had soldiers that went overseas and that they passed away overseas. So sometimes these other countries honor our soldiers on Memorial Day as well. Memorial Day beginnings. Memorial Day began in Waterloo, New York in 1866. And it honored those who died in the Civil War. The holiday was called Decoration Day. And here is a picture of the Civil War battle, boys and girls. And then down here, it shows a picture of New York and Waterloo right here. So this is where Memorial Day began. And it wasn't called Memorial Day at first. It was called, interesting fact, Decoration Day. I'm always paying attention to those interesting facts. So Memorial Day was first Decoration Day, and it started in Waterloo, New York. Almost near us, a couple hours away. We live, boys and girls, right in here in Olean, New York. Decoration Day, 1899. Decoration Day was celebrated every May 30th for many years. People later began remembering all the fallen soldiers on this day. It was renamed Memorial Day in 1967. Time to celebrate. Memorial Day now falls on the last Monday in May. Schools close to respect veterans. Many businesses also close for this important day. Veterans, what's a veteran? It might be grandma and grandpa. It might be mom or dad. Could be an aunt and uncle. For some of you that have older siblings, it might be a big brother or a big sister if they're much older. Okay. A veteran, boys and girls, is someone who already served in the military, whether they served in the Marines, the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, the Coast Guard. A veteran is someone who served, but then they're out of the military. So we pay respect to them as well. Now, Memorial Day traditions, boys and girls. People decorate military graves with flags and flowers. American flags fly at half-staff until noon. Many people take a moment of silence at 3 p.m. Now, half-staff, boys and girls, I look at this word, half. What that means is when they fly a flag at half-staff, it goes halfway up the flagpole. So if this is my flagpole, it's going to stop at halfway up. And they will do that. And you'll see if you come to Eastview sometimes our flag will be at half-staff. And often they do that to honor people, okay? It's a tribute to people. And this is a tribute to our soldiers who passed away to have our flag at half-staff. And they'll do that at wherever the flags are flown. In government buildings or schools, they're supposed to be flown at half-staff. Now, some buy red cloth poppies. On this day, they wear the flowers to remember lives lost in service. The sales help veterans. So on Memorial Day, if you go to the stores, boys and girls, often there'll be a gentleman or a woman out there, and she'll be selling these. All right, these are poppies. Now, poppies is a real flower, but now people often make them out of fabric for decoration that people can buy and wear. All right, and the money that they get from selling the poppies goes to help veterans. People gather to celebrate freedom on Memorial Day. Some grill food or go to the beach. Families watch soldiers march in parades. They remember those who died for the United States. And then here is a list, remember, of our vocabulary words. And right here, we talked about half-staff earlier. If I didn't know that, I could have flipped to the glossary and came here. And it talks about halfway down the flagpole. Flags are flown half-staff to show respect for someone who has died. So, we just had read a great book about Memorial Day and the things that we do during Memorial Day. What I want you to do, I'm going to give you 5 seconds, a little more than 5 seconds. What I want you to do, name as many facts as you can about Memorial Day. All right, say them out loud. Here we go, on your mark. Get set and go. All right, boys and girls, pat yourselves on the back if you were able to name multiple facts about Memorial Day. So we know number 1, Memorial Day we celebrate Memorial Day to honor our veterans, but also most importantly, to honor the service members who have already passed away. All right, the service members who have passed away. So that's what Memorial Day is, to remember them, to pay tribute to them. Next, what was Memorial Day called before it was Memorial Day? Do you remember? And where did it start? Memorial Day was called Decoration Day. And it started in a place in Waterloo, New York. Excellent, boys and girls. Now, what is the flower that people will wear, that people sell on Memorial Day? Starts with a P. Poppies. All right, poppies. And that they wear it to honor the soldiers. Okay, and all the money that they make from that goes to help the veterans. Last question here. What does it mean for half-staff? Did they say, we're going to fly our flag at half-staff? What's that mean, my friends? if you set that they're going to raise that flag halfway up that flagpole, you are correct. Okay, boys and girls? So I hope you enjoyed this book about Memorial Day. I hope you learned some great facts, because Memorial Day, boys and girls, is so much more than just getting together and having a barbecue. It's so much more than just having parades. It's a day that we take time, that we take a minute, and we pause and we say thank you. Thank you to all the service members that fought for us. So proud of you, boys and girls. Keep getting after it. Keep learning. Keep growing. Keep making mistakes. Keep being your amazing selves. And we'll talk to you later, guys. Bye.